Welcome back. Today, you will discover something that will change the way you interact with women. Can you imagine sparking attraction in any woman with just 2 words? It sounds incredible, right? But it's not magic or a cheap trick, it's pure psychology. We've been led to believe that to attract a woman you need money, a perfect body, or a luxury car. The reality is different. What truly attracts a woman has nothing to do with material things. It's about mindset, presence, and how you express yourself. Today, you'll learn a small secret based on female psychology that will make any woman feel attracted to you effortlessly. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, but women still don't show interest in you? Maybe you've been the guy who listens, supports, but in the end, watches as the girl you like goes with someone else. If this has happened to you, don't worry. It's not your fault. We were taught wrong. Since childhood, we were told that being good, waiting our turn, and being patient would take us far. But in attraction and desire, those rules don't apply. Following them strictly may be working against you. Female attraction doesn't work logically. It's not about who does the most favors or is the most attentive. It's about emotions. It's about how a woman feels in your presence. And this is where those 2 words come into play that can change everything. Before revealing them, I want you to understand something crucial. Most men don't ask for what they truly want out of fear of rejection. That fear and insecurity are instantly detected by women, making them lose interest. Think about it. How many times have you held back from saying what you really think out of fear of being judged? We were programmed to believe that being direct is bad, but the truth is the opposite. Women are attracted to men who know what they want and aren't afraid to ask for it. Here's the key. When a man expresses his desires clearly, without hesitation, and without apologizing, he projects confidence and security. And confidence is one of the biggest attraction triggers. Now, let's get back to those 2 words. Imagine you're on a date with a woman you like. Instead of hesitating, waiting for things to happen on their own, you simply say firmly, "I want." That's simple. 2 words that change the dynamic. Instead of saying, "Do you want to go out sometime?" you say, "I want to see you this weekend." Instead of, "If you want, we can have dinner," you say, "I want to take you to dinner this Friday." That difference changes everything. By saying, "I want," you show initiative, leadership, and clarity. You don't ask for permission or wait for approval. You express your desire confidently. The most interesting part is that when you communicate this way, the woman perceives your confidence and her perception of you changes. You won't be just another guy waiting for her to decide, but the man who knows what he wants. But let me clarify something important. This is not about imposing your desires, being arrogant, or ignoring her emotions. It's about communicating with confidence and respect. That difference is key. When you say, "I want," you lead the interaction and show that you have direction. And that is extremely attractive. Now, does it really work? Let me tell you something. Men who master attraction have understood that it's not a logical issue. It's about perception. If a woman perceives that you are insecure or indecisive, she won't feel attracted to you, no matter how much you please her. If instead she perceives that you are a confident man with clarity and no fear of expressing it, she will feel a level of interest she can't even explain. That's why I want you to try an exercise. For the next few days, practice saying, "I want," in different situations. not just with women, but in your daily life, at a restaurant, in a conversation, in decisions with friends. If someone asks what to do, instead of saying whatever you want, say, I want to do this. At first, it will feel strange, but you'll notice something incredible. Not only will women react differently, but you will feel more confident, in control, and powerful. You will see how they start looking at you differently. You will no longer be the indecisive guy, but the man who knows what he wants. But for this to truly work, there's one more detail: how you say it. In communication, words are only part of the message. What truly conveys confidence is tone of voice, body language, and energy. It's not the same to say, I want to see you, with a shaky voice and looking down, as it is to say it with a firm, slow voice, maintaining eye contact and standing tall. When you project confidence in every word, the other person feels it. It's something that generates attraction without them even realizing it. So from today, pay attention to how you speak, how you move, and how you present yourself to the world. Because you can say, I want 1,000 times. But if you say it with fear or doubt, it won't have the same impact. The key is in your attitude. Imagine a date. The moment to say goodbye arrives. Instead of waiting for her to take the initiative, you look into her eyes and say firmly, I want to kiss you. It's powerful. You don't ask for permission or hesitate. You express what you feel without fear. But remember, expressing what you want doesn't mean you will always get it. She may say no, and that's okay. It's not about forcing anything. The goal is to learn to communicate without fear of rejection. When a man expresses what he wants without worrying about what others think, his value automatically rises. Women notice it. Sometimes the way you say something can make them change their minds. When they see a confident man, attraction happens naturally. Let me tell you a story that perfectly illustrates this. A friend had a date with a woman he liked. He was nervous and tried to impress her, but something was missing. At the end of the night, he remembered this principle. He took a deep breath, looked her in the eyes, and said, I want to see you again. She smiled but didn't respond immediately. He didn't get nervous or justify his words. He just waited with confidence. Finally, she said, I like that. That was the turning point. He stopped being the nervous guy and became the man leading the interaction. Women are used to men who hesitate, but when they meet one who expresses himself confidently, interest arises. However, if you use these words without a strong mindset, they won't work. You must say them with conviction and confidence. Now think, how many times have you held back from asking for what you really want? This principle doesn't just apply to relationships, but to all areas of your life. The people who get what they want are the ones who ask for it. So I challenge you. For 1 week, say, I want 5 times a day with confidence. Observe how others react. You'll see a huge difference. If you're ready to apply this in your life, leave a comment and tell me what's the first thing you'll start asking for with clarity. If this video helped you, share it with someone who needs it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now and turn on notifications for more content that will change your life. Remember, the world belongs to those who know what they want and aren't afraid to say it.